see. Okay, there we go. We are now in place. Welcome everybody back to the Melted Building University. And we are greeted with our lovely meltologist, Lindsay here.
Hello.
And hello. And we're gonna take a look at some evidence we have presented for everybody. So hope everybody is okay. I'm gonna give a little shout out here before we get started, because I see some familiar names in here, some new names too. I think, and that's always good. You guys who are sharing out Baltology on social media with friends, open-minded family members, etc. Keep it up. Very good work. It's very much appreciated by everybody who's into Maltology, because it's the only way to get this truth out there. Because of the algorithms and everything, the censorship on these social platforms, normal people don't come across this kind of content usually, right? And that's why it's important to share it, so they get a specific link they can click to find the content and get educated. So yeah, so keep sharing. Very, very good. So in the house here, in the melt, everybody,
Hey, Jess.
everybody, we got Jess Palmer. What's up? What's up? And of course, our melted reality. His name is Mark. He got a channel, and in the description you'll find a link to all Meltology channels out there, which I know of so far. And if you have a channel, let me know. I'll get you on there. Okay? It's an easy link with all the channels. Easy to remember, easy to share, and everything collected in one place. Very, very beautiful. It's very good. We got I Heart Fairies. Hello, good to see you. Good to see you. And we got another Lindsay here, Lindsay Ball. And
Lindsay
she
Ball.
says, "The wrath of God, day of the Lord, Jacob's trouble melted everything in 73 AD." That could be. I don't know. I wasn't there, So let's try to figure everything out. We got many questions, all of us meltologists. We just know it looks like a fried circuit board, but what happened, and why did it happen? Frutkiss my research is also here. He got also a Maltology channel. You will find the link in the description as well. Check him out. Very good work. And Sherry Ives, hello, welcome. RC from New York City, how is it going? It's going good here on my end today, actually. So that's good. I'm happy for it, and I'm ready to show you guys some melt. I hope Lindsay is also ready eventually.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, I can do first if you want, and then you can do later, or we can switch it up. We figure it out, we just go with the flow. We don't have any specific plans or anything, and that's how I like it. We just do something here. Very professionally, okay?
Clearly.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we don't need to waste too much time talking about everything else than melt, so I can start showing something.
All right.
Okay, so I need to find the photos here. Share. And that should be this. And then I need to swap it up. So we can either do this or we can do this. So we are not too much in the way if we do like this. If you prefer, maybe some people prefer, I don't know. So yeah, let's do it like this, because why not?
Cool.
So the idea of maltology here is that in geology, in school, everything, they tell us that formations, they call them mountains, that they are naturally generated formations that was created by Mother Earth, this spinning rock in space they claim we live on. They claim they came naturally, but why do we find stuff like this around all across this realm? Okay, because here what I see are apertures, windows, and stuff, right? Looking like
Yeah.
a melted structure. Looks very melted here, swollen. You got these windows all over the place, which we call pockets of survival. It's looking like a fried circuit board. Buildings acting as components on this circuit board, and when you fry a circuit board, not everything will melt 100% evenly, and that's why you have sections and pockets of survival like this. So you got brick lines cooked into block lines. You got huge damage all over the place. The top melting down, looking scorched. Heat expansion here. Block lines. I'm not sure of all the locations because I simply do not care. But if you care a lot and really want to find evidence you like, then screenshot it and reverse image search it, and you will find the location. Okay. Because I see the thing is there is so many people, especially on Instagram, they ask me all the time, can you show me the location? Can you show me, or what is the location, right? But the problem is I see hundreds of locations every day almost. So and it's a Russian search engine, so I cannot remember everything, like all these names and stuff. I can't. So, but it's all over the earth. That's the thing. So it doesn't really matter. Take a look at this stuff here. Okay. So you got all these buildings. Those are old walled, inherited infrastructure. You got these component-looking designs on all of these buildings. But look at the bottom. Look here. What happened here? See? And of course they will claim somebody built on top of here, but you just can't do that. It's impossible. You got to follow all these weird patterns with bricks. A lot of the workers would fall down here and die, and yeah, you just wouldn't do it. Why do you put an archway here and here, right? For no reason. So yeah, it's all. Look at the damage here. You got apertures down here. You got something here, remains of a wall sticking out or whatever it is. Can't really tell what it is, but something is here. And why do you have a window or door here? What's
Ventilation.
Ventilation, of course. And here, why do you put a hole here? Why do you put a window right here? Okay, it was primitive Ooga Booga caveman with donkeys. Did they have magical donkeys flying up here to carve this little window here and here? Is that what happened? Because that's apparently geology.
Damn.
So yeah, very damaged here at the bottom. And of course the whole building is damaged. Just look at the color. You see color here and color here is the exact same in my opinion.
I have a question. When I see this sort of the density and the how compact all of these structures, because this is an example where we can see where geology meets construction, and just the denseness of it. You know, looking back through the photo, you can imagine that, you know, if you were to continue compressing it, it would become a mountain. You know, I see the old world cities being like that, and holding everything, you know, enough room for everyone. And yeah, it's just, this is a really good example. Like the eye just has so many places to explore. Ooh. Chess.
Exactly. And when you think about how dense everything is, and if the whole earth used to be built like this, of course you had parks and stuff. You can't only have buildings, but if all the building sections and cities and stuff were built compact like this, imagine the amount of people and beings that had to be living here in the past. And now what's happening in the world now, we got depopulation agendas, etc., right? But how can you claim we are overpopulated when the earth to me, obviously, looked like they had to be, quadrillions of people and beings here, for all we know. How many people? Nobody can know. But it had to be very, very many. So how can we be overpopulated now? Everything out there is uninhabited and untouched, what I call building melts.
Yeah.
This one is a nice one. You got lots of stuff going on. Got the pockets of survival all over. All these walls swelling here.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever build like this. You always level the ground before you build. It's logic, common sense. So lots of damage, pockets of survival, and of course everything in the background here just turned into ash, brick ash, building ash. Okay, here, it's all just a ruined wasteland basically, but some of it survived, just little bits here and here. No such thing as mountains is what we try to make people understand here in a friendly way. People having questions, all questions are appreciated. There are other meltologists in the chat. You can take the questions while and Lindsay as well. Follow, pay attention. I don't think you can bring the comments up when I'm doing this. I'm not sure. But yeah, bring the questions.
All right.
Here as well, the very top survived, and here it's just melting down. And look at, again, the similarity in the color, because this is red brick and this is red brick with different altered states of matter. It's melting down here. Okay, swelling. What do we see here? Bricks turned into this. Okay, heat damaged the bottom as well. Usually it looks like the overload of electricity came through the bottom, like they would on a component on a circuit board as well, and that's why mostly the damage is at the bottom. See all this melt, this wall here, and of course all these plants taking over, because it still carries a lot of energy in the brick ash, and they can thrive here and grow. Look at that tree, how, especially in the winter without any branch or leaves on it, look at how electric it looks like. Look like lightning coming from the ground up, how it spreads out like lightning, the branches, everything. It's all connected. It's all electric here in this place. So what kind of drugs are this bricklayer doing? Because who would ever put bricks like this and build a wall like this? Here, see, can you see it's melted, guys? Viscous holes, scorched. See here, melting over itself. These waves, layered waves here, scorched, mangled bricks here. Very, very damaged. This is a great one, and down here as well, all melting together. Red bricks, melting red bricks, doing magic tricks. And here, not the sharpest photo, but you see surrounding the bricks is this stuff, and then you have bricks here. Okay, so who came to put some bricks here for what reason, right? Just another pocket of survival. And here, I believe this has to be in some Asian country, Cambodia or something. I'm not sure, but you got a slightly different style of architecture over there with these, these Asian-looking, or what we call in modern day, Asian-looking styles. But it got nothing to do with the current civilization, in my opinion. It's the civilization before us, and I guess their cities had different themes. Here it looks like this, here it looks like this. Okay, so you have the Asian place, you have in Egypt, etc. It's very different, and then you have America. It's different again. So you had some variation, and that's why you get these different buildings here. But look here. Look here. What do we see here? See?
Bricks.
Bricks. Yeah, exactly. Melted bricks. You got some apertures. You got some viscous holes. It looks like archways into here, leading to absolutely nowhere, filled in from within, possibly. Some of them here might go deeper, I'm not sure, but you see brick lines here, all mangled up. This building here is halfway inside the melt behind it. It's all melted structure. And some columns or something here. All mangled. Look here, it's all melted. With some pockets of survival as well. Yeah. This was a screenshot from one of Michael's live streams. Check him out also in the link, the Maltology channels link. Check them out. He is doing daily live streams, so is Spartan Red. Check them out for more content. And
For those of you who don't know, Michael is knowledge with a G. Knowledge.
Yes.
Not sure if he's
knowledge. And yeah, this is said to be a naturally generated formation, but all I can see is a huge melted mess. Melted red brick just melting down like melting ice cream. You can still recognize brick lines cooked into block lines in here. Whatever this is flowing down. Yeah, huge melted mess. And here they have some kind of explanation in geology, but this is just melted red brick. Just like everything else. Everything else we call the earth are a result of an old world empire melting down. Check the documentaries if you haven't as well, if you're new to this. And just keep watching the content, okay? Because this is not for everybody. And also some people, they can see it immediately. Some people need a little more time. Just don't give up after 5 minutes of a video, right? And some people need a long time, and some people just will never get it. But some people will never get flat earth either. So it's the same with Maltology. So it's some kind of component here. And look at the bottom of this fountain. Water, plumbing, irrigation still running to this day. That's also what we call waterfalls and rivers, all that stuff. All this water getting collected and yeah, getting a stream down, usually into the ocean, the floodwaters. Pockets of survival all over the place, looking very component grid-like here with all these columns. Like heat sinks, etc. on components on circuit boards. Very fried and heat damaged.
Oh, cool.
I'd love some geologist to explain this kind of stuff without saying caveman carvings. So yeah, it's another melted down structure with apertures in it, okay? No mountains have windows and doors in it. Only buildings have. See here? All this melting down.
Cascading,
exactly. Cascading. And here as well, said if you were a caveman who had the opportunity to carve into a rock solid formation like this with a bronze chisel and hammer, which have been tested in modern days, and it's impossible. You take one hit and the chisel breaks. Why do you take all this extra effort to carve some looking like remains of some kind of roof structure or something on a building, right? You wouldn't do that. So, and here, spend a lifetime carving this, and you can't even hide from the rain in it and the wind. It's nonsense. It's all nonsense. See something sticking out here? Pockets of survival. Staircase going down, melting down. And here, this one is a very good one. You see these buildings here, red brick, of course, here, very mangled. But here you can see the transition. This building turning into this, turning into this. All depending on the amount of electricity and heat and circumstances during this cataclysmic event. So here you have 3 stages, pretty interesting, and of course everything behind just melted red brick as usual. Got something down here as well, little bit.
And there.
It's the same. And here, another pocket of survival. Nobody carved this. This is all melted buildings. And you can see on the left side, it got more heat damaged, more altered states of matter, more heat damage. And this is what they would call a mountain, and this is what they would call a building or a carving or something. But it's not. Trying to explain it. Swollen red bricks, anyone? Melting together, you can still see the brick lines. And here you got the brick in pretty good condition. And here, yeah. Melting over, heat expansion. Think there is another one from the same place, yeah. See the brick lines here at an angle. Swelling, some weird stuff. You know, this X Factor Cataclysm did weird things with these bricks. See how swollen it is here. See how it turned into bigger blocks here, while it's still normal red bricks in here. And here.
Wow.
Hold on. Yeah, you got this. Getting rock curtained over here. Brick lines cooked into block lines all over. And of course, the apertures in here. Windows. All brick lines. All melted. And here is another example of buildings just supposedly built into this supposed mountain here, but it's getting melted from above and it's getting rock curtained over, and basically it's getting buried by itself from the bigger section of the building. So it's getting buried from above and behind here in this case. Just a little pocket of survival. Got a little something right here, and of course all the apertures still visible. And here to the right. Melted red brick buildings. This is a great one. It's also going into the huge melt, and see here the texture of it. Melting down, like dripping wax. And up here we got something from this building still. Here, windows.
That place got messed up.
Oh yeah. That place got very messed up. Something down here as well. Balloon rocking a little bit. Lots of balloon rocks at the bottom. Yeah, melted buildings. It's very simple. When you get it explained like this, it should be at least. Here a chunk of scorched, melted, fried brick, and I also have a little red brick. oh, hold on.
Oh, I don't have mine right now. Darn.
Oh, you also have one? Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, we're brick collectors. So Yeah, you find these bricks all over the place. You can go into the middle of nowhere and you just find bricks laying there. Who put that brick there, right?
That's a cool specimen. Yeah.
Oh, this is the same place, just a little better resolution. We saw this, but it's melting down and it's starting to tip over, it looks like, a little bit down towards the floodwaters here, which is very level, by the way. Here, looking like grid components again. Little remains of it, and the rest of it, yeah, looking like this. Melting down, A-frames, block lines. What happened? Okay, it's good. Brick lines all over A-frames, melting down. Melted bricks turned into ash, basically. And that's what they call sand in geology. Small remnants at the very top. Small remnants and footprints of something all over the place. And you can go down here. You see something just into the melt. Got some apertures, some wall columns here. Man-made structures, obviously, just into the melt here. So, and here it's just beyond recognition, but are these openings into a supposed mountain, all this stuff here?
Looks like it.
It looks like it. So what are these openings doing here? And the background, brick lines, melting down. Huge mess. Yeah, this whole wall is basically destroyed. Okay. So yeah, look here. This is what they claim are caveman carvings. Think about it. Are these carvings or chiseling from cavemen, or simply just a melted structure? Yeah, got all these openings. Just showing them around on the photos a little bit, so they can get thinking. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this one is a good one. I think it was shared in the Melted Red Brick University Facebook group, so check that out as well to get your feed on Facebook filled with a ton of evidence. It's very, very good.
That texture there is special right there.
Right here?
That's the one that I'm having trouble coming up with a adequate descriptor of. That needs to be like a new meltology word. That texture there.
Right here, yeah, because this is similar to like coral.
It's like caramelized. It's like, have you seen sugar that melts and then it cracks and shatters and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
fried.
Yeah, we gotta come up with all the explanations, but we have much terminology now. We just have to describe what we see, basically, and because what else can we do? We just see it's melted. We don't know what happened. It just, yeah. What can we do here? Other than trying to figure it out together. You got a window here. Why? Look what happened to the red brick. Yeah. Openings. Very top. Melting down. Very, very damaged. And here as well, you got this apertures in here. You got this tower. Classic old walled design, as you have seen plenty of times. Probably plenty of them in your city around. Usually, like, they call them churches and stuff now in modern days. Have these kind of spires, but they look like grid components. They are usually made of copper and stuff as well, which can conduct electricity very well. Brick lines melted, aperture here filled in, possibly, I don't know, blocks, and of course the rest of it here in pretty good condition.
Oh. It speaks for itself. Hang on 1 second. We've got a comment here from Lucas. He says, I haven't been in the game long enough, but where's people's evidence, or how would I find that the X Factor event was not natural? I'm surprised how many think this, and I want to know why. I just want to say that there's evidence plain wide for this, and you if you're new, welcome. But familiarize yourself with Lichtenberg electrical scarring, and when you have a little peek around on Google Earth or whatever, you're going to see it everywhere, and that doesn't lie. It's clearly overheated. So that's what the X factor. That's why people, think that makes sense, because we have visual evidence everywhere. So sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no. I like it. It's beautiful because I cannot see the chat and stuff while I present the photos. So I like when you do that, so we can get this up, and very beautifully answered as well. So yeah, just look up the Lichtenberg effect, and it looks like electric scarring in it, in the earth.
This photo is crazy.
Yeah, huge melted mess. And how can you possibly build like this here? And are these supposed to be, from some ancient war to protect from horsemen and stuff? So you need a wall here because you're afraid of horsemen climbing up here or something. It's yeah, that's what they claim. It's nonsense. Look at this one, just a little thing here. Everything, all of the pockets here looking exactly the same, and it's just melting down. This is just the very top of some kind of wall or something sticking up. Walls here, you would never build like this. Would you build like that? No, you would not. Here is a better high quality photo. You can just see, would you ever build like this? I wouldn't.
I want to see the blueprints for that building.
Yes. Show me the blueprints. Yes, exactly. See here, it's just barely sticking up here. Very top survived, everything else cooked out, turned into balloon rocks, huge melt.
Yeah, cannon fire can't do that. Fruit kiss. I mean, This makes me understand where Legends of Dragons come from, because could a dragon do that? Maybe. But it's heat. Yeah, heat.
Yeah, definitely looks like heat damage. And you got these little pockets of survival here. Almost got one here, but it's too mangled to be called a pocket of survival, I guess. But looks like a wall and a window or something. But look at here then. Look here. What's that? How do you build here and why? How do you get this brick material up here in primitive times? All this material carried up here to build it like here, like this. For what reason? Why? Right. So the very top survived, looking mangled, obviously. Everything else melted. Not the sharpest photo, but you see pockets and damage everywhere. Yeah, that's what we see. Once you leave your door and you go outside, you see damage if you know what to look for. Here, some slightly damaged bricks as well. See what happened here. We got some mortar snot coming, some of them popping out. Some designs here. Mortar snot, heat expansion, mangled bricks. Got the brick building here, and here
Mhm.
it's turning into what they call a mountain, and here it's turning into what they call caveman carvings. All remnants, it's remains of a cataclysmic event, all of this. And we just inherited it. Someone found it, so they founded it and claimed they built it, and now they run the city like slave masters and stuff. Look into Freemasonry if you're really new into truth, and you will see here pockets of survival. Yeah, just melted buildings, remnants. It's ruins. Another example of buildings going into the supposed mountain. So you got buildings here, so-called mountain here, more buildings here. Brick lines cooked into block lines. This one just sticking out. Okay, so how do we get in here? How do you get in to look out this window? And why do you need an archway here? Pockets of survival just sticking out. This little thing here as well. Looking like a door, so you can go in here and maybe look out the window. Maybe it's still open inside. These buildings, if they don't collapse completely when they melt, that's when you get what they call a cave, okay? That's the cave. It's the internal of melted buildings. It's very simple. So you got these two two huge hidden realities here in this place. You got flat Earth, which is usually the first one you come across, and then on top of flat Earth, you got to learn that the whole flat Earth looks like a fried melted circuit board or some electrical realm or something. Yeah. Here, remnants, ashes, brick ash. They call it sand now. It's so dried and cooked out that not even a plant can live here anymore.
Damn.
Cooked into blocks, balloon rocks here. While you build like this, how can you believe you get a stable construction or structure by building with all these randomly shaped rocks here? It wouldn't work. It looks like is it broken from this part? Fallen down a little bit maybe? It's not connected here anymore.
Mm.
Apertures, dripping, balloon rocking, and something in the back as well. More of this weird swelling. This is the regular so-called mountain look. Swelling up here, climbing up, getting heat damaged and mangled. Opening here.
Oh, if you hear screams in the background, it's happy screams. I guarantee.
Yes. They know. They're just siblings playing.
Yes.
So it's all good. And here, it's aperture and some kind of structure here. Very, very mangled. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just grab your scaffolding, boys. Going up the side of the no.
Yeah. Poor bricklayer who got the job to build this. And why? Why? So it's just a slight pocket of little pocket of survival here, and the rest is just beyond recognition here. Very, very damaged, little bit survived, a little bit here as well. How do you build like this? See? No.
Yeah,
you would never
where you
build
lay the foundation to support that. No, well, it doesn't need support now because it's fused.
Melted into the structure. And here, well, why? Another pocket of survival. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but it's funny how obvious it is and how many people still refuse to see it, and that they go back to geology after, or they send me geology links and stuff after seeing stuff like this, because they think this is wind erosion or something. And here as well, little bit are still left. The rest of and here is another wall with windows here. Why is this here? What's behind? And how do you build it? Is this something too? I don't know. It's too not the sharpest photo over there. I don't know. Yeah, pockets of survival. And here. So you need to build this wall here, which obviously looks like melted red brick. And you need a window here so you can look straight into the so-called mountain from nothing. Yeah, pocket of survival fused into the melt here. C14 red bricks. Another one of these similar structures, just small remains of these buildings. The rest looks like this. Here, red brick. And here you got plenty of wall. Plenty of wall goes here all the way up. So where is the rest of the building? How do you build like this? And is there supposed to be more building out here with no foundation? Just doesn't work like that. So just small pockets of wall survived. Windows, heat damaged, red brick. Got an archway or something all the way up here. Yeah.
Can you zoom into the bottom below that lowest, like, yeah.
Here?
Yeah, just that's where it joins or where it fuses.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we look for the clues.
Yeah, that's where they supposedly built it. And you know, what is it? Because all you see is a wall with windows. That's all you see.
Okay, it might be morphing into unhappy screaming now.
Yeah, it's okay. Just to, if you gotta go and stuff,
Here,
just do
I'll
so.
just go.
And
I'll be right back.
yeah, sure. So here you got this little pocket of survival as well. Looking, yeah, it's far above the ground level. How do you get up there to build? And for what purpose? Yeah. Gotta just ask the simple questions. I gotta repeat myself many, very many times as a meltologist. But that's what all teachers gotta do, I suppose, because it's healthy. So people can start to think the correct questions and understand this reality better. It's very important because all of humanity right now is under these spells and indoctrination, and they're walking cluelessly around thinking everything is perfectly fine and this world here is perfectly normal. But this whole world is melted, perfectly destroyed, perfectly damaged. So you know, there is so much more to this existence than what we have been told, and that's why stuff like flat earth and meltology are very, very important. Huge melted structure. You can still see apertures in here. You got some very square looking structure here melted. You see brick lines melting down a little bit, some dripping action going on over there, and of course this archway and something here with a little filled out melted window in it. Another one of these. Two little pockets here right next to this what they call mountain. Damaged brick, scorched, very damaged brick. This is what they call rocks. Okay, it's all scorched, mangled, altered states of mattered bricks. It's cataclysmed bricks. Okay, bricks that went through a cataclysmic event. See here, it's all brick here. See, which are mangled. A cataclysm, and that's very difficult for those who wonder how if we can replicate that in modern days. No, we can't replicate a cataclysmic event on a smaller scale. And I would believe you would need very, very much electricity to do this to a pile of bricks. How can you do that? How can you can't. It's impossible. See, all red brick. You can even see a lot of the red color here still in it. See? How can a rock be red? How can a mountain be red? So all damaged red brick. Little pocket here. Still got a little room in the internal here. This is what they call a cave. Some of them are enormous, the caves, but the buildings were enormous. So the rooms and the amount of people, and some people were even bigger as well. According to what we can see with the big doors, the ceiling heights, etc. So it just makes sense. Yeah, another little Flintstones house right here. All mangled red brick, balloon rocking, little piece of brick in here.
Oh.
And you can go inside here and yeah. Melted.
Yeah, we got to understand that trying to replicate this event, it's like, what do we have? What's the biggest, most powerful generator or something that we could hook up or lay out into the ground? Because the Earth itself is the motherboard, and how massive it is. So the power that comes from it is, big.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It had to be so much electricity to do this to a brick building. Okay, because again, they call this a carving, but look at it. I just call this scorched,
charred.
Yeah. And the bottom here, some of the bricks didn't melt into this chunk, but they turn into what they call rocks. And here, scorching, fried. You got this symbol here, which is hijacked from the old world. Now it's run by a cult of pedophiles, so be aware. Yeah, block lines, some kind of roof structure here, all melting down, and yeah. Yeah, another very good example. Got here, of course, they block this off because some of these might have some very, very obvious evidence inside. Some of them, if these tunnels and caves go very far inside, maybe some of it is perfectly preserved. If you go inside here and they block it off, they don't want you to go in here, and they will say, no, it's dangerous, or no, it's not. It's a whole. All this here is all fused together. This can never collapse. Okay. It's not dangerous. It's because it's something in here they don't want you to see, and you see this plenty. I got my area full of openings like this, all blocked off. I can't go inside unless I break inside, which I might do sometime. Because I want to know what's inside here. Here, probably nothing. I can see the back. It's just a little carving. But here, how far inside does it go, right? And what's this? Why do you carve this? Spend 2 lifetimes. You got to pass it on generation for generation to carve this. For what? It's absolutely ridiculous. And they're just mocking us with their explanations. They're making fun of us. Just look at NASA, for example. All this is these crazy, mentally insane pedophiles pretending to be on the ISS and stuff. Okay, it's very easy. Just look here, me. I'm in front of a brick wall. Lindsay here is in front of a melted building. It's just green screen technology. You can pretend you can be anywhere. It's that simple, and the whole humanity is falling for it. So people gotta start using their brains. Okay, I mean that friendly, of course. I don't call anyone dumb, but you gotta start thinking. So you got the top of very electric looking devices here. Okay, if this doesn't look electric to you, then you gotta start thinking and do some research. And here, part of this building, it's just sticking through, while the rest just turn into this here huge melted mess. Something up here as well.
Yeah, right over the top on the left there, over the top of that little white
Up here?
section. Oh, down lower. Scroll down. Yeah, see how it's like curtaining over the top of that.
Here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all melting down. Rock curtaining over. And it's starting to melt down here and cover the building. Because sometimes they got fried. More electricity here at the top than at the bottom. For some reason, For some reason. Meteora, Greece. This is a name I always remember. And yeah, huge melted structures. You can still see brick lines through here. Very melted, swollen. The bottom here. What's this? Yeah. Melted. Looks like a piece broke off here or something. I don't know, but it's very square looking. They would call it a carving, of course. But then you just go up and bam, there's the building. Here is the rest of the building, and the bottom is just all this. You can see the angle here of these brick lines. So it's slight angle. Sometimes they start to sink down a little bit. They tip over. The ground are viscous, and the building want to tip over. When the bottom melts, the foundation is now destroyed, and you get stuff like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But then the event stopped, everything cooled off and densified, and then you have a tower standing at an angle like that.
This one makes me go, ah.
This here, you got this little thing here, part of this building. You can see how similar it is, and who would ever build this here at the edge of this death trap right here? And how do you get the materials up here to do this? And here it also reminds me of some kind of component, whatever it is, And you got walls over the place, all over up here. I got more pictures from this place, something at the very top as well.
Oh yeah, by the way, how many is this, what point are you at in your folder of stuff? Because
it's a couple of more photos. Don't take too long. Yeah,
no.
4 more photos, 5. Yeah, I'm
Just
very
wondering.
close to that. Yeah, of course. Huge melted structure. You got something up here. More pockets. And just look at this melted mess. Got plenty of stuff. And here, this little structure here, very mangled, and the rest melted down into a pile of brick ash. Yeah, melting down like ice cream, spreading out like this. That's what happens. You melt it down and it spreads out from the center, and you get this mound and pile. Yeah, melted brick, damaged, turned into rubble and ashes.
Yeah, that's like some Tower of Babel type stuff, or even taller, like a skyscraper, and then just sitting in place, just Mm.
Yeah, collapsed in on itself. You know, if Tower of Babel was a thing, if it existed, now it's a mountain somewhere, possibly, you know? Where did it go? So, brick structure, balloon rocking, and ashes and rubble. Yeah, look what happened to the brick here. You got some red brick down here, mangled, here turned into blocks, fused together, churning, cooked out, more red bricks laying around. Big blocks, huge chunks of melt here. With bricks in it. And this is the one we saw, just another photo, and bam, we are through.
Wow. Excellent.
Stop sharing. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. That was fun.
I've got some stuff.
You got some stuff. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay, where do we want to start? Let's start with these.
Yeah, because you have some boots on the ground from 2 locations in
Yes,
your
I do.
area. Yes.
So these are from last year. Okay, I'm gonna share.
Yes. Let's see if I can get it up here.
I might have beat you to it. Let's see.
There we go.
Okay. So, this was from. I'm just gonna go through some of these kind of quickly. I I took a lot of photos, so this was on the way out to Galena, Illinois, which is it's in the northwest corner of Illinois, on the border between Illinois and Iowa. For anyone who's wondering, yeah, you can see these lines here, and geology calls it sedimentary layers, but so you see these outcroppings, they call them. I was just drawn to the color, just knowing that it's cooked, knowing that this is the shade that you get, and the white too. You just. I'm gonna just zoom through a little bit. So I'm driving out there. So where I live in Chicago, it's very, very flat. So as we're going out west, you see these everywhere. So I just had to pull over, and I'm just looking for these little cooked looking pieces, and
Yeah.
these
Yeah, look at that.
here.
That's definitely a melted wall. Yeah, structure, as we know.
Yeah. Oh, good. Did I even go through? Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't have a bunch of castles in my backyard to go looking at. So when I look at the melt, I'm looking at it, you know, I'm looking at what they call geology. It's difficult to find examples because I think America has just been so picked over, and a lot of things that would be obvious indicators have been cleared away, sort of. But then you have stuff like this. Oh, someone's calling me. Are they okay? Maybe. But let's get to town. So this is just on the drive out. Yeah, I see. What is that? You know, I see structure in here, and just.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah,
very cooked out this area.
So this is the context of the landscape. So we have these higher areas where you can see stuff sticking out still, and then just these rolling hills of melt and cows, but and stuff like this.
Oh, that's yeah. Scorched bricks in there.
Yeah, got some crazy layers here, just to see how it settled, I guess, when all the shit went down. And we're going to town. We're going to town. And this is just blending into the earth. Oh goodness. Oh, come on, man. What should I do? Hang on. I need to sorry, I need to excuse myself for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Just do your thing. I'll
Okay.
just take some comments and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
no worries. It's all good. So yeah, I'll do some comments then, because I haven't had the opportunity to check too many out just yet. But I appreciate all of them, and I might rewatch this at a later time and go through them all if I missed something. But I'll just scroll up a little bit and do some comments. Yeah. Patricia, hi, Shipu. Yeah, I saw here somewhere Shipu. He was leaving the melt right now. So sulfur burn, yeah, sulfur volcanoes, stuff like that are also a result of this cataclysmic event. Is what we believe as meltologists, which also can be evidence how this event happened not that long ago, because some of these huge melted buildings are still boiling hot and melting and raging inside. So it's very interesting when you look at the world through this lens of meltology, because everything is connected to it. And then you question, the ocean and rivers and trees and volcanoes, all of it, and it just everything looks just so fried and hot and melted. See there, OC, good to see you. Great stuff, glad you like it.
Those remains of wall are all along the sides of the highways all over the place. Yes.
Seems like we have been living on top of others' shit. Yeah, we just this civilization we live in now, we just built on top of our already ruined and destroyed realm. So everything is built on top of brick ash, melted buildings, and ruins.
Mr. AZ, what are the theories of the cause? You got to watch the Tartarian Meltdowns documentary. Yeah, it's going to go into a lot of theories about electrical overload, basically.
Yes. I got two of them, and a third one coming up. I recommend watching the second one, actually, because the first one, it got a lot of it got more foul language, and at that point I was more new into mythology and stuff. It's a little outdated explanation, so the second one is very recommended. But of course, watch the first one too, and the third one when it comes out. Yeah. So it's a lot of explanations, a lot of evidence on there, and it's great for beginners who are new to mythology. And again, a reminder: check out in the link below or in the description below. You got a link to all the mythology channels, all people doing boots on the ground, making videos, making all this stuff, presenting photos, video footage of evidence, explaining it, and you got, a lifetime of videos to watch if you really want, and you should be able to see the obvious by then. So yes.
Shall I continue with my stuff?
Of course.
We haven't gotten to town yet.
Yes. Do the screen share.
Doing it.
Yes.
Mark, your work is amazing. Really, really beautifully filmed as well. And yeah, it tells a story, and the music, just everything, the way that you edit it and show it, everything. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. I'll do the screen share.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I got distracted halfway through doing. Okay. So can you see? Yes. Okay, so here's these crazy walls over here. Just gonna zoom through. I'm like, they're all good pictures. I can't just choose one, but then this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This looked very, yeah, like a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Just how vertical it is. And of course, you've got the shitty chemtrailing in the background. I'm gonna try not to swear though. Here we go. Where are we? Oh, I took a lot of.
You got plenty of evidence here, Lindsay. So
Okay.
it's all
Yeah.
good, you know. You don't have to jump through everything so quickly,
That's
because
okay. I just wanted to get to town.
yeah.
So this is an incredibly hilly place, and everything's built on these old foundations. You just get little snippets.
Little pieces of brick.
Yeah. Different states. But I always love searching for the little brick.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah, this was in the, I think this was in the autumn. So yeah, this is just out and about, and there's a brick. So it's sort of, there's some confusing ground cover going on, but I'll try to. But it's a very old place. It's recognized as being old, and it's also got something of a mysterious history to it. Yeah, that's blackened. And walking around, you just get the feeling, that something happened. Yeah, see, we've got some of that color still showing through. I can zoom out. This is an interesting little area.
That's
What
a
I
good one.
noticed was, I'll show in a couple pictures, but off in this area, you can see where there's bricks turning into stone. And this is just right in the middle of town. There's like a residential street there, and I guess people don't really think too much of it. But here, it's like there's bricks here, and then it just, oh, I don't know. Yeah, this has been a while, so it's kind of out of context at this point. But it's, yeah, it's a bit churny there. Yeah, in through here. Like, where does the bricks begin and the stone, you know, where's the division point? It sort of just melts here. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Oh man, I used to have those crazy nails. And I'm just zooming through. Oh, yeah, what the hell is going on with this?
Damn. Yeah. Good question.
It's just a chunk of nonsense there, is what that is. And then there's this whole area where, oh yep. Hello.
Yeah, little friend right there. Yeah.
I'm speaking out to say hi. Yep. Yeah, this was all very ambiguous. Of there's blocks, and then it just melds right into that, whatever the F that is. So it was a cool place to walk. Oh, was there a little? I don't know what I'm looking for there. I'm like trying to remember all of the details of what I saw. But it looks, and then this is just funny. High and green. Okay. Yeah, very old foundations, and also this crazy texture like that other one just laying in the field. And we have this blackened, cooked texture to it. Yeah, why? Why is that like that?
Yeah.
So there's all these messed up foundations everywhere, and then people just build their more modern houses on top of it. But this is old, old, old.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mess there. A little bit of color left. And rock balloons. It's all, yeah, the whole town is wild because there's such dramatic changes in elevation. I don't know if I showed that. This is funny.
Yeah, in that huge block, you got just this random break. Yeah, for what reason?
And this to me looks like the mortar was definitely repointed at some point. But and the building has a very strange, when was the pavement added? I don't know, but it sort of follows this weird curve in the wall, and you got your bricky bricks down here and some burning damage. What did the building look like before they came and added modern sidewalks to it? And they're just doing their best to follow whatever melted contours there are at the bottom. And then, yeah, these foundations are everywhere, and they're really, really messy. This was, they turned it into a parking garage in modern day. They're parking over here. Yeah, and it's a cute town.
Yeah.
And yeah, nowadays, but okay, so there's Galena, basically. It's from a while ago, and I was very new at Meltology. I think you remember back then. It was trying to just train my eyes. Oh, but this is this cool location. I'm sure you've seen this place before. I think all of these photos are of this Polish castle that I can't pronounce. It's Ogrodzieniec.
Yeah,
Ogrodzieniec?
I'm not
Something
gonna
like
try
that.
doing that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
I gotta give credit to this dude. Wait a second. Can I still open my internet when I'm sharing? Should be able to. No.
Should be able to.
What the heck? No, it's not letting me. That's weird. Or is it this one? There we go. I found this interesting blog. It's called The Unexpected Cosmology. This guy, Noel Joshua Hadley, is looking at alternative topics, I think from a biblical perspective. But he's got a whole, he calls it mud flood, but he's also saying melt. So there's some interesting stuff here. I haven't explored too much. Some topics that we're familiar with.
You can put the link in the chat if you want.
Sure, it might be interesting to explore. This is a name that I haven't heard of before. Let me just pop that in there. Oh, my situation is weird here. I can't do that. I don't know why I can't type in the chat when I'm in StreamYard, but yeah, I forgot. I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then.
But
no worries. Yeah, it's fine.
I can send it along later, maybe. And so yeah, I had to check out this. Is this one of the ones that you showed? Today?
It might have been.
I'm sure.
Today I'm not sure. No,
Yeah,
but it's a very, very good evidence, and yeah, I like it. Show it.
Yeah. So I think the locals here in Poland. I was reading a little bit about it, but I think they recognize that it's a melted castle. They're like, "Oh yeah, the melted castle." They call it that. So, but they don't really question it, or is it just accepted as part of their everyday life that they have this in their backyard? This is an interesting compound. So it's got this sort of thing going on one side, We've got an effed up wall here. This is wild. And this is built here. Why? Just to look cool in between these 4 natural geological formations. No, it's like this is 4 towers that have just gotten so cooked. This is when I would say cooked to dog shit, because it looks like the dog shit left out in the sun to turn white.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Damn. And here we have so there's apertures here, and it's just fused in right here. Such an interesting example in the winter. And look, you've got your arch, but then it's full of this crap.
Yeah, all filled out.
And then this enormous ballooning here, just pushing out. That's marshmallowy for sure. And what is the explanation for how it came to be this way? Or did they build it like that? No.
That's what they claim. And they claim it's water erosion, wind erosion, and cannon damage or something, right?
So for any of your melt heads in Poland that know where this place is, we would love to get some boots on the ground. I don't know if I've really seen any Polish people in the community.
Not really sure either. But that would be amazing. Yeah, anybody who has something, do some boots on the ground. Send it over this way, or start your own channel, something, and share it, because we want to see what this place looks like. This whole melted reality of ours.
Yes. And when it's so much better. And there are some great photos. Obviously, the person who took this photograph, they know that something is strange about this. I think the people can be our greatest allies. There are these historical site photographers, because they're already there. They're already interested in it. They already are drawn to it for some reason. And I think it's because in their heart, they know that there's more to it than meets the eye. And what meets the eye is incredible. So just being able to get out there wherever you live, wherever your community is, whatever country, and taking the photos from a meltology perspective is going to help us so much to spread the word.
Definitely.
Ooh, this is crazy. This is almost like dripping stretched cheese. It's like long strands of melt. I haven't seen anything quite like that before. And all of this just and the building is trying to figure out what to do with itself in that state of heat, and it's so puffed out, and all of this closed in, and then your pointless arch. Yeah, this is a place that I would like to visit, Joachim, in Poland.
In Poland, yeah.
I would like to. So many places.
I'd like to go to Italy, I think, because it has so many. All the cities are just inherited infrastructure. That would be cool sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just a beautiful spot. But it's not really beautiful, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, because it's unfathomable.
Exactly.
To try and imagine that level of destruction, and of course, and it is serious, because what happened to the beings who were around at the time, who were unfortunate enough to be caught up in this.
What a sight it must have been when this cataclysm started. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't even understand. You just see your whole wall just melting. Damn.
And if it's already getting that heated up, you probably can't see anything at that point, if you know what I mean. But just yeah, it's sad. It's a sobering thought.
Yeah.
So we need to like also be respectful of just the lives lost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a good time while doing it. Oh, here's your gift shop.
Of course. Always.
And just from the tourism perspective, all of these people, what are they thinking? They're like, wow, people sure sucked at building stuff back in the day because they built it all melted looking. I don't know. Maybe they already know. Maybe they already know in their hearts.
Yeah, people are drawn to these structures and remains. So yeah, for a reason, because it's just something in us are just something deep within us must know. I think.
Yeah.
With all of us.
And then is that all of my stuff? And then yep, and then we've got some brick transition here. This shows this well. I like this example here. But it's all
Very
the same
good.
place. That little brick in there. Just chilling.
Lots of brick and then a huge block. Suddenly,
Yeah.
And the moon as well.
It's just
nice.
Cool.
It's a beautiful photo.
And there's something up with the arches that seems to help them stay preserved. Or the brick may have been added back in for stability, but what happens when you go in there in modern day? This girl, why is she chilling there? Why doesn't she just go explore in there? What's in there?
Yeah, exactly. We'd be all over the place. The Meltologist would be all getting to a place like this would be so like a excited 6-year-old or something. Yeah, I want to go to a place like that sometime.
Look at this giant megalithic solidification, and yeah, there's more of that stretching cheese effect there. Yeah, Meltology Conference 2023, maybe. Go check it out. Do some tests. So that's that.
Yes, beautiful.
And I do have stuff from Cave and Rock State Park, but I don't really want to show it right now.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm running out of steam a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay, Lindsay. Yeah. So thank you for presenting the evidence. I like that. Beautiful boots on the ground as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, always keep it coming. When you're out there, if you're not even out there for exploring, if you just come across just one little fascinating little feature in the nature, take a photo and send it in, present it, to everybody out there, because the evidence is all around us, and we want to see what this place is and what happened with this place. Because I have no idea. No, we just have speculations, and we want to know and come to an answer. Great job, says Ziad.
Oh, that's a Polish name. I was just talking about Polish people, and is that a Polish name, or am I?
It looks like it. Yeah. Great job. Great photos. Great, cool.
Thanks, Kappa.
Cool pics. Great stuff. Everybody in here. Face Diaper as well. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. I think on my end, I think I'm gonna stop the stream in not too long. I'm also getting a little tired. But before we do that, we gotta check out Lindsay's channel. It's linked below. She do a lot of flat Earth work, which you can see. You can share it out to people who are curious and wanna learn more about flat Earth, because that's also very, very important. We can't just forget all about it, because to understand Maltology, you usually have to understand flat Earth first. So check it out in the link. That's beautiful work. Lots of people on the podcast doing flat
Yes.
Earth.
Yes, on Manny's Truth Seeker 2 as well, and we have interesting guests where we're also talking about some technologies that are being used today, but were definitely being used in the past as well. Hidden knowledge. A big thing right now is vortex energy and the nature of water. Someone was talking in the chat earlier and saying, "What is water?" So clearly tied to whatever this X factor was, because without water, it wouldn't have been able to cool down. So, so we're learning about water and how flowing water has two different kinds of energy. One energy that's directional going this way, and then there's a completely separate energy that's simultaneously flowing the opposite direction. And that's what fish tap into when they can swim upstream. It's like piggybacking onto a reverse energy. We're working on that, figuring out. There's so many questions, so many interrelated fields, and all in pursuit of the truth. And Meltology is instrumental to seeing the realm as it truly is, because it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on, Joachim. It was very, very enjoyable. And all of our friends in the chat, just a nice way to spend an afternoon. So,
It's always good with the all of you Maltologists out there, all the curious new people coming in, who are trying to just learn. That's all we want to do, learn, and because knowledge is power, and with that we can use this knowledge to turn this place into a better place for us, and of course the future, our children. Because the state of this place now, this society, so-called modern society, this world, everything going on, I dislike it very much. I don't appreciate how it is. I want something better. I don't want to see humans being so enslaved mentally into all this deception, being tricked to all this. Now they're talking about some monkey stuff, it's sad to see it, and the only way to get it better is to make people figure out how they have been tricked by some kind of entities who maybe were the cause of this cataclysmic event and are still in control to this day, for all we know. It could have been some kind of attack to destroy the beauty that once was, to take control of it, over this species that we are. They call it humans. And how do we get rid of them if majority of people don't even know they are there, right? That's the thing. That's why it's important for everybody to share knowledge, share everybody's work out there, because again of the censorship, people don't find this usually. The normies, they can't just scroll now and come across, for example, flat earth like I did. I was just lucky to come across it before everything was hidden, and now it's like two YouTubes, one with the dumbfuckness and one with the truth. so it's separated now. So to bring them over to the truth, you need to give them links and share it. Otherwise, they will never find it. Yeah. So, yeah, please everybody share this stuff, and also go down on the videos. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down. Because it helps with all the algorithms to get it shared out there and be seen and stuff. So yeah, just me rambling, sorry. But yeah, so yeah, should we wrap it up, or what do you think? I don't have too much left. I showed my stuff and I have shared some thoughts.
Should I share my cave and rock stuff? It's not that much. It's not that much.
Yeah, go ahead. That's cool
Just
with me. Yeah.
I've got a little bit more time.
Yeah, if you've got time, then sure, go ahead. I don't think people here mind either, so yeah, just.
And then we can wrap it up after that. But this is yeah, and just a thought also. It's like in the waking up process. I didn't watch this video, but Eric Dubay released a video this morning about depression in the truther community. And there are some people who are reaching out about mental health awareness for the going through the experience of learning so much, learning how everything is not what we learned. I just want to say that Eric Dubay, but whatever. But he had an important message, which is as we're going through, as we're learning, as we're coming to terms with some really shocking things that will completely change your life forever. It's like you also have to find ways to bring meaning into your personal life while you're doing that. And it's hard because oftentimes you're going to end up alienating everyone. Everyone. And but that's what reminded me of it, is convincing someone that they've been completely tricked and effed over for their whole life in this system. It's really painful for their ego, and that's usually what causes strife. And if you're trying to help people, if you're trying to educate people, and they just can't handle it because it's like admitting that they're dumb or something, but it's not their fault, because that's why the parasites or whoever the people pulling the strings are, that's why they do what they do, because it works. It works because at our hearts, humans are trusting people. They want to believe that, yeah, now I'm rambling, but you get my point.
Yes. No, it's all good.
Okay, let's see a little bit of Cave and Rock State Park. This is shortly after I found Meltology. This was like last May. Let's hide these. So this is what it looks like from the river. So according to local history, this was used as a smuggler's den for pirates in the 1800s. Frontier times. It was a perfect smuggler's den because it's a building, and that's why it worked very well as a room. It was also used as a church at one point in time for river pirates, I guess, who wanted to go to church. And in more modern days, it's been a venue for Insane Clown Posse. Interestingly enough, the band, they go and play in there. So here's some bullshit. I'm sorry. Sorry, Chrissy. I didn't mean to swear. I know you want to share this with people. So approaching the area, there's this hilly formation. You walk down near the river, and then on the top of this mound, there's a hill like this. There's a hole going down into the earth, and it's surrounded by this bricky wall, and so you can look down in there. This is the surrounding area, and this looked similar to some of the photos that you showed at the end of your presentation, Joachim. Just the blockiness. Yeah, we've got some stone wall here, and it's just really interesting because people come here to fish. They come here to look at this weird structure. So this was when my melty eyes were pretty fresh, and I'm like, what am I looking for? But geology is not what they tell us. So, and it all crumbles after it's crystallized. And also wondering about how reacting with other things, other components, other materials other than brick or maybe just the order at which they're melted would cause them to, and the order in which they cool would cause it to have these little pockets of what we call minerals now. But so this is, yeah, just the shape of the...
Yeah. You got an opening there too on the left, the bottom.
Yeah, we walked along here for a long time. But yeah, so that's this area. But the thing is, when I went into, here's a little cavey thing, but here's the top of the cave that we saw in the first picture, that cave and rock. There's my kids. She's like, it's nasty here. But when you walk in here, it doesn't feel like a natural formation. It doesn't feel like a cave. It feels like a room. It really, really does. And I'm also pretty sensitive to energies and stuff. There was some creepy stuff. Like when you go, I couldn't get good lighting in here, but when you go all the way in there, you kind of go down, and then there's a room that's U-shaped, and there's a large concrete plinth, like a table almost, and there's some weird... I got really, really creepy energy in there. Really creepy, like bad things have happened in this place. Sorry to be all scary, but and I couldn't wait to get out of there. So that's why I don't have a lot of pictures of the inside. But just everyone's bouncing around on these things and being like, "Wee, this is so fun." To me, it felt like death in there, and yeah, there probably was a lot of that going on.
Probably,
so this is on the border of Illinois and Kentucky. Which is also Bigfoot country. So you're driving around down there and you're going to see signs talking about Bigfoot and things like that. Sasquatch. Could be real. And then, of course, I find little treasures and little evidences of something. And then this section is at a place called Garden of the Gods, which is just over the Illinois border into Kentucky. And here we've got that pancaking effect going on with the super, super compressed layers. And this is at the highest point on this melted building. It's sort of a cap on everything. This just looks super, super compressed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go along, you come to this overlook. This one they call the camel. But I just see, what the heck is that? My eyes might be playing tricks on me. But yeah, I saw melt. And yeah, then there's a little plaque that I took a picture of that's saying that this whole area is like 300 million years old. I'm like, bro, you don't even...
Yeah.
Pulling...
How can they know?
They don't. But they have to. Oh yeah. Your feet would have been wet 320 million years ago. Millions of years of nature's weathering forces. Okay. And yeah, just seeing how it... how there's so many different ways that it can sort of recongeal. But yeah, I see melted civilization, unfortunately. It's not fun. It's not fun. This reminds me, have you seen those I think someone was saying that they were petrified whales or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
That
People have sent me the photo like 700 times on Instagram.
Yeah, this is a this is a similar sort of effect like that. But
yeah.
And here's like what is that? A Titan? You know what? No, I'm not going to say it. This is no. Just interesting to see how. And there's still some red from various angles, and then this is just flowing out. Like, what was this over here? But that's the low point. This is at this point it's quite high. Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall off of there. Look at Sadie. She's like, what the?
Yeah, look. What is that?
What happened here?
Yeah.
Mom, this is weird. Yeah.
It's beautiful melt. I like it.
It was beautiful that day, but and then I have just a couple more photos, but oh gosh. Someone's banging on the door. No. Yeah, this is wild. It's like spaghetti.
Oh, shit.
This, I imagine, having been like some sort of pool of viscosity that just spaghettied and cooled quickly, probably.
Yeah, that's spaghetti.
Yeah, lots of red left in there still. But yeah, that's the end of my thing. So
yes, thank you for that. That's beautiful. I love this boots on the ground, Lindsay. It's very good work, and I know the people watching as well appreciates this. Yeah, keep it coming. If you got more sometime, you see more, want to share more, you can do that.
We don't have any chocolate.
And people in the chat as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we wrap it up, I think.
Yes. Everyone have a wonderful day, and yeah, thank you again. It was fun.
Yes, beautiful, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. And stay tuned for the documentary. It will come out soon, okay? Yeah, check out the links below for more mythology, and also for Lindsay's channel for her Flat Earth work. Share it out with people, please. Like, dislike, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And have a good time in the melts. And we'll talk soon. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.